All right, so I have my annotated bibliography. I've added these things. These are annotations. It's what I'm going to talk to you about in this video. It's probably the bigger part of your annotated bibliography. You've probably gone through and provided, your citations at this point. Those, for all of your document, that's the citation proper. And this is the annotation down here. Note that I've put them all in alphabetical order. Goya is the last name of the artist, therefore it's the first thing in this citation. It's the thing that would appear in your in-text citation. So back in the text where you did the citation, last name for the artist, because this is a piece of art, hence the italics. You would put Goya. Lehman is the last name of the author of this book. Again, book title, you can put in italics. Sometimes you might want to put it in underline. These books, I decided to put them in italics. But it goes G, L, M, and then down here, this one doesn't have an author, but the first word is the title of the article on Wikipedia. So Wolf Reintroduction is the title of the article on Wikipedia. So that's the first thing. That's what would be in the in-text citation. That is where it's going to go alphabetically on your annotated works cited page or annotated bibliography. Now, down here is where you would put your annotation proper. In this case, I really just put in the information that you should probably think about. I apologize for the bell. I can't really edit it out at this point, but I will move on from here. How you know that the information is reliable. That's one thing that you should put in there. Consider the context, corroborating this with your other sources that you used, and sourcing methods you used. Like, did you find this from the school website or school library, or is this something that you just found online? For example, if you're using a Wikipedia page, you might want to say, hey, it's an open source document. People can edit it. However, this information seemed to agree with other sources that were curated, so I found it generally reliable. Another thing that you can think about is it a site that showed their work? Did they provide citations? If they provided citations, usually Wikipedia articles do, you can then say, okay, so they showed their work, there weren't many misspellings, it was something that was referenced by other sources. That sort of thing is also something that you would put in your annotation. In addition to all that, you would also want to include what information from this source that you actually use. So if this was useful for dates of events, things like that, names of important people that you then looked up additional information on. I find that when I go to a Wikipedia page, I can usually branch out from there and get more detailed articles on some of the subsegments, which is often helpful. Love the hyperlinks on the Wikipedia articles. Again, Wikipedia is a fine place to start your research, but you shouldn't just use Wikipedia. You should also see if the other sources that you find support the Wikipedia article. If the Wikipedia article is coming off as bias, or if other groups, their information doesn't seem to agree, you're going to want to figure out, dig a little deeper and figure out, okay, so where's the truth in this? What's the actual answer? Because sometimes there's bias, or there's mistakes, or there's crazy lunatics that post stuff on the internet. So think about your sourcing and making sure that your sources agree, because you don't want to have a situation where somebody's fooling you, because Mr. Hicks will know. We'll call you out on it. All right. So make sure you include your annotations. It's, again, this additional annotation on each of your citations proper. Again, make sure everything's in alphabetical order, formatted properly. You guys got this. I believe in you.